That don't look right. I need to get this fixed right. Um, I'm just kind of starting a little bit early, guys, to make sure this is set up right. Hang on a second. I think it's a bit too high. Hold on. Will it work? Yeah, this is a little bit lower. I'm coming. Hold on, y'all. Still kind of high, but hey, we'll figure it out. How you guys doing tonight? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this on my. I've had such a hard time today, y'all, trying to get this set up. Let's see. See if I can catch myself on, and I'm going to try and read it on my laptop so I don't have to get all up in your face. Oh. I'm going to try and read it on my laptop so I don't have to get all up in your face. Oh, I didn't see how ugly it is. Let me mute this. Oh, I didn't see how ugly. Wow, it's kind of it's. I wonder why it does that, y'all, because it looks perfect on my phone. Not sure. But again, it took me a long time to get on today. And the weather was whatever. All right, let me put the live chat on. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. And thank you. Somebody already put a thumbs up for me, and I even said nothing. Thank you, baby. Let's see. Where's the live chat thing at? So I can see it. Bear with me. Now, y'all be thinking about that. Did you see the caption that I have on there? What if the Pope was to come out and say that have a big old reveal and say, guess what? We've been lying to y'all all this time, and the time has come for us to tell you the truth. And they come out with all these books that people have been saying for years that's hidden at the Vatican, hidden books. What if they come out? What if he does come out and say, hey, we've been lying to y'all, but we're going to tell you the truth now. Y'all know that story we've been telling y'all about Adam and Eve and all of the blood sacrifice and all that stuff? We were kind of lying. And what if that happened? Would it change your belief system? Because for me, I was brought up my whole life that aliens don't exist. And if they do exist, if anything up there does exist, it's demons. Do I personally think that aliens are our creators? No. I don't think so. I think I have a little bit of I kick around the idea because of those Sumerian texts of the possibility of these alien beings tampering with the DNA of some. Now, a couple of years ago, when I first realized this story about Enki and Enlil and how Enki had manipulated the DNA of the creatures or the existing hominids or whatever was on the earth when they showed up. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, there was hominids or something there before they got there. So what if these other beings, like when not Adam, but when Cain was kicked out of the garden, he said, you gonna send me out there, then people gonna get me. What people? If Adam and Eve were the first human pair and their children Cain was kicked out of the garden. Why was he afraid? Afraid of who? I started thinking, what if it was the original people? I don't know. Share your thoughts on that. Because that would let's see if I can and I still can't get my chat to get in on this side. Let me try it again. Okay, I'm going to go to my channel, try it that way, and go to live now. And there I got it. I can read the comments now without having to get all up in y'all's grill like that. Let me just say hi to everyone. Top chat. Okay, Fifth. Hello, Fifth. She says, yes, Elohim. Angela Frazier. Hello, Miss Monica. Hi, darling. Catlin 66. Hi, darling. Grainy. Yeah, it is grainy. And I don't know what to do about that, sweetheart. Not sure what to do about that. I think it's the internet service. And because we live in the woods. Now, when I would do my videos before, and I would just do videos with my phone or the laptop and upload it, so it always looked clear. But since I've been doing live, I realize how bad it is. But I'm gonna keep trying because I love interacting with you guys. Someday we'll have better internet connection. So let's see. Let me get back over here. Grainy. I'm sorry. Let's see. Tracy Neal says distortion in the video. Yes, it is distorted. Is the voice distorted too? Y'all, let me know. Tracy says, I can't see you very well. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. And it's nothing I can do about it. Not that I've already tried. Angela says, I heard that they said that last year. Yeah, because remember when the Pope came out and he said that something about if there were aliens, they would be our brothers, and he would baptize them. Do you guys remember that? I think they're setting the plane. All the sightings now in mainstream news, they're talking about, UFOs and unidentified objects. What is all this stuff? The weather change. Yeah. And I think it's all scripted. I think it's all scripted. Even if earthquakes and, crazy stuff starts happening in our weather, holograms in the sky or whatever, I think it's all man-made or man-made with the influence of those entities that I believe are here already. And they've been here all along. That's what I believe now. Let's see, pictures distorted. Okay, Natalie says, Monica, you are early with a different topic. Oh, Natalie, we're going to talk about that. I totally spaced that. My mind has been on a totally different subject lately. The subject that we were going to talk about that you suggested, that's what you and I are going to talk about once we get this set up. So you're going to be on here with me when we have that discussion. Right now, I'm just live of stuff that I'm thinking about. But it's coming, Natalie. It's coming, darling, because I need you, because I need your expertise with this particular subject. Yeah, I am early too. I was trying to get this thing fixed. Fifth says, yes, there's always a reason that we were told the wrong things. This is why women and minorities are suppressed also. Absolutely. The whole thing about the divine feminine. I got my book again today and I was reading a little bit more when God was a woman. There is something to that, y'all. Something is to that. And if you really think about it, Um, this whole thing about Yah demanding exclusive devotion. Don't worship any other gods except me. I am the Most High. When he showed up on the scene. So who was those people worshiping before? Why was Yah, Jehovah, so mad and upset and twisted if he was the only God? That's the kind of I think about stuff like that, y'all. And when you look at like the stone carvings and things, you know, and you go back history further than Abraham, because history existed before Abraham. There was goddess worship. The great creatress in the sky queen. So people were worshiping female deities, not only one deity, but many deities before Abraham. Why is that? That's what I want to know. Why is that? And why weren't we told that? Why are we told that in the beginning it was here, it was this? What about all that other stuff before them? I want to know. Okay. Let's see. Celia says distortion really bad here in, what is that, NZ? My abbreviation, so NZ, what is that? New Zealand? Wow, you're in New Zealand? I want to go to New Zealand. Can I come over and visit you? Monica, looks like everything is shape-shifting. Woo! Maybe I am shape-shifting. I don't know. Oh, goodness. I'm watching myself over here, too, and I see how fuzzy it is. And again, guys, I apologize for that. Caitlin says, I know. I want to see your beautiful face. I'll have to do a video. Thank you for saying my face is beautiful, but I'll have to do a video for that because this is not working. Okay, it everywhere. My phone has been crazy today. Okay. Voice is fine. Thank you so much, Caitlin. Let's see. Tracy says now we can hear you. Awesome. Angela says you're good. Try adjusting the speed, maybe. Now, Judy, Winder, if I knew how to adjust the speed, baby, I would do it. If you could walk me through it, please do. I bet that has something to do with it, but I don't know how to do the speed. Mona says no chance at aliens being the creator of all. No, and I don't believe that either. I don't believe that either. That they were the creator. I think it's a huge possibility that they did come here, and maybe the beings that were here saw them coming from the sky and just automatically assumed that they were gods and say, oh, this is God. That's what I think happened. And these creatures that came, they're saying, oh, these fools think we're gods. Hey, let's milk this for a while. And they did it a long, 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 long while. But it's time to wake up. That's what I think anyway. I just don't believe I just don't believe all the stuff that's in the Bible. I just don't believe it. After you look at history and you critically think, something's up. Something is definitely up. Fitz says there are different types of aliens. The Greys are not our creators. Absolutely not. And from my research, and if this research is correct, they said that the Greys are sort of like a hybrid type robot type being. It's not real to where it can die. It's some type of very realistic robot. which makes sense to me. um, Jasmine Jackson says, now here in California is getting dark at 4:30, and I agree with Miss Monica. Absolutely. Today, Jasmine, it was getting dark right about 4:45. And I'm like, what is this? It was dark to where, my grandson, they live, right close to me. But there was my son spotted a bobcat the other night on the side of my cabin here. So I don't want my grandson walking, you know, at dark across the way there. But it was like 4:45 and it was getting dark. So I had to tell him, baby, go home. Go home right now before it gets completely dark. So something is going on. And like Richie from Boston, I don't know if you guys ever listen to him, but I listen to him often. He's also gruff, but he drives all over the United States, taking pictures of the sky and things that are odd, and meeting with other people all over the United States. And he's mentioning the same thing, that he sees that the weather is definitely changing. Not chemtrails, but geoengineering everywhere, big time. He even reported finding some type of like spider web things. I think he was in Arizona, I think, but he says it, and you could see it. It was like spider webs, long, long fibers from the trees, from the light poles. What's going on? And I know spiders like to make, spider webs, but that many and in that manner, it was something to pay attention to. Fifth says Satan created the grays, so they are children of the creator by fault. If he's the creator, that's his babies. Babies, children. Babies, children. Let's see. Fifth says, well, this is completely opposite of what I teach. This is creation. It's always been this way. Well, this is completely opposite of what I teach. This is creation. It's always been this way. So fifth, are you saying, like when you read Genesis, it says in the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth, if I'm not mistaken. Does it say God? I'm talking about in the Sefer. I think it says Elohim created the heavens and the earth, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look. I got to look at it real quick. Hold on, y'all. What did I do with my Sefer? Well, where is it? Hang on. I can't find it. I must have brought it out. I'm sorry. I must have brought it out to the left it out there in my meditation station. But anyway, it says that in the beginning, if I'm not mistaken, it says in the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth. Let us make man in our image. Okay. And he did all of that and everything was good. Everything was good. But then it drops down to Genesis, the 2nd chapter. And I want to say verse 4, where it says, Yahuwah Elohim created the heavens and the earth. Why the distinction? Why all of a sudden the distinction? That's another thing. So I don't know if you're saying, which one do you believe, fifth? Because when I read it, I'm seeing 2 creation stories. Okay, I'm trying to find I want to read all of these messages. Oh, y'all don't take your messages off because I want to see what you're saying, and I don't read fast enough. But I guess I can go back after it's all over with, and I can, or when you go back and read it, did they take it off after? Y'all know what I'm saying. Hold on. Jesus is the creator. You too. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Children. Okay. Well, I saw that part. Jesus is the creator. Okay. You say Jesus is the creator. So why in the Bible, fifth, does it say, let us? Now, when I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses, it was explained to me, let us means Jehovah and Jesus. Jehovah and Jesus. That's all it was. Just the two of them. Let us make man in our image. And the Holy Spirit wasn't a entity, it was just Jehovah's active force, his power. That's all it was. That's what was taught to me as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Fifth says, I'm talking about this 10 p.m. fake news. Pope reveals the religion is false and aliens are really God. Again, I was telling you, Natalie, I was having difficulty trying to get the videos. I was trying to, what do you call it? Set it up ahead of time. And every time I tried to set it up, it failed. And I hadn't figured out how to delete trying to set those up. So that's what you saw. So if you go back and look, there's like 3 or 4, the popes with different wording. That's why. Let's see. Fifth says, yes, Jesus. Yes, Jesus is an alien woman. And that is what I teach. Jesus is an alien woman. And I've listened to a lot of your podcast, Fifth. And what I'm getting from that is Jesus incarnated many, many times as Jesus, possibly, I don't know if I'm saying Buddha or not, is correct or not, but he's just, she's has transformed in many different forms, male and female, over the years, is what I'm getting from your podcast, Fifth. Fifth says Queen Tiamat, primordial creator. And Tiamat, okay, now is Tiamat the earth? And what again, this is just fragmented because I'm listening to so much and trying to piece things together. But what I'm understanding is the earth at some point the earth itself is a being. And when there was a great war or something, and some type of system out there with debris and some type of, say, like a belt, I don't know the names of these things, but part of the damaged earth, Tiamat, is floating out there somewhere. I don't know if that's what I'm trying to figure out. There's so much here, guys. And the deception is deep. We've been taught so many different things. And as you're awakening from being indoctrinated from whatever religion you're coming out of or in now, when you hear information like this is what the hell are you talking about? This don't make no damn sense. But what if all the stuff that we're uncovering is true? And all the stuff we've been taught our whole life is a bunch of lies. Jasmine is asking, what is your channel, Fifth World? And it's called The Fifth World, right, Fifth? Jasmine says, who is the Antichrist? I don't know, but I think it's going to be more than one. I think there's going to be a whole bunch of folks coming up saying, I'm the Christ. It's already happening. More and more people are saying, I'm the Christ. And again, if you're going to believe the Bible, which I do believe some pieces of the Bible, the Anointed One, I believe when he said, I'm not coming back. And when I leave, they're going to say, the Christ is over here, the Christ is over there, the Christ is here, there, Christ there, everywhere, Christ. And he said, don't believe him. Why would he say that? Is that prophecy or scripted prophecy? I don't know. Fifth says, practically everyone not telling you that Jesus is already here, which is practically everyone. Yeah, and everybody's saying that Jesus is coming, Jesus is coming. Now, let's see, when I first started this channel, someone came on one of my comments and said that he was Jesus and he was watching me. I was progressing well, and keep going. I can't find that comment anymore. It's gone. And I think about that too, Fifth, when I had that whole awakening, when I heard that voice, when I called on the name of Jesus, when I was so afraid. And when I called on that name, I felt relief. And I actually heard an audible voice that says, Monica said my name. Monica, stop doubting me. And I remember that voice. And I wrestle with myself. What if that really was Jesus? What if that really was the anointed one that I call him, speaking to me, and I'm doubting him? I think of that often, but I can't shake it. I have to be sure. And I rationalize in my mind that he says, stop doubting him. But he knows. If that voice I heard, and I heard it, if that voice truly is the anointed one, he may be a little bit frustrated with me. Why you keep doubting me, girl? But I think he would understand, especially what we want to do this. I think I'm done. I'm done. I just want to, I want to go into, did you make it to this room? Well, I think he is, because I think I saw him earlier today. So I think he did make it. And then Fifth says, not people who are fooled, but people who know. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. It jumped on me again. It jumped big this time. Okay. I didn't say copy. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I don't want to miss your comments, guys, but it keeps jumping. Okay, got it back. Okay. Not the people who are fooled, but the people who know this, and it is their job to hide the truth about the mother. Yeah. And I believe that if this stuff is true about the mother, and most of religion being false, and who we think is God is not God, and every no, we may not know what we're waking up to, but we're waking up. We know something is up. And I think we got them against the ropes now, if we haven't already defeated them just by. Stanley says, Laura Pierre, did you make it also? Okay. Angela says, yes, they're not telling us everything. They're not. Dreamily Brunson, they rewrote the Bible and changed things around the Torah. And I believe that, Dreamily, because if you think about it, the Romans had to critique and vet. They were the government. They were the government. So they had to approve everything. So of course they're going to change the Bible, what is it? Caesar's Messiah. Y'all read that book. I'm just, yeah, read that book. It will blow your mind about what you believe. And if it doesn't, um, maybe you just want to kind of stay where you are. Fifth world, what do you mean? Let's see. AA, the fifth world. What do you mean the truth of the mother and that Jesus is already here? Yeah, and actually I'm going to be trying to we're trying to get fifth on here as well, because I would like, I'm trying to go through your podcasts and different things, fifth, but there's so many, and it's, I don't know what order to go through them, because I'm truly intrigued about what you're saying, and I want to get a better understanding of what you're saying and why you're saying it that way. Again, I am a truth seeker. I seek the truth no matter what the cost. And I will look in every nook and cranny for it. I'm just not going to take what anybody just tells me. Fifth says, yes, it's become very complicated because of the multitudes of lies. I try to explain it on my channel the best I can, and I will continue. Thank you, Fifth, because I want to understand it too. I want to understand your take on it and see if it resonates with me. Angela says, I live in Texas. It was about 4 here today. It was about 4 o'clock here today. Okay, awesome. I grew up in Houston, Texas. Jasmine says, what is your channel under? Okay. Fifth says, it is the Naga, and they are spirit God. Let's see. It is the Naga, and they are spirit. God is a spirit. Okay, so when you say God, are you speaking of what I call source now? Let's see, I would love to have you, and you will have to come find me, because many times people are unsubscribed. Thank you, Monica, for letting me share, by the way. Absolutely, Fifth. That's what this is about. This is about searching for truth. Awesome, awesome. Not Jasmine. You can ask to say, go ahead and subscribe to her channel and listen to her take on things. If you're a truth seeker, listen. Let's see. Paul Graves says, it says God in the Hebrew scriptures, aka the Old Testament. It says God. Now in the Sefer, thank you, Paul. But I think in the Sefer, if I'm not mistaken, I wish I could find my Sefer. I think it says Elohim. I'll check it later and verify what it is. Migdalia says two different purpose. Fifth says, I agree with you. That is right where things changed and got upsert. Yes, Yeshua. Yes, not Yahuwah. Is Satan. So you're saying Yahuwah is Satan. Because that's what I believe too. Because when you trace that name back, Yahuwah, all the way back to Enki and Enlil, that name Enlil throughout history is different names, but it's the same person God. I call little God. Is Enki and Enlil are both, they're brothers, but they are not gods. I guess they're gods like us, I guess, just facets of source. Now I don't know if they're from source, and maybe that's what the whole thing is about. See how I think, y'all? Maybe that's what the whole thing is about. Maybe they're jealous of us because we are part of source and they're not. And maybe that's why they hate us so much. I don't know. I'm just thinking all over the place. Judy Winder says the manipulation is so deep and so sad. Do not let that separate you from God. No. And I can't be, Judy, I can't be separated from God because I totally understand now that the God spark is in me. The God spark is in me. So I'm not worried about being disconnected from God. The whole time I've been searching and searching and searching and searching for God when I didn't have to search for God because He's been here all along. All along. Don't have to ask Him to come into my heart or His daddy, in my opinion. They're already there. Source is already there. Akigaya says, hi, Monica and everyone. Hi, sweetie. Fifth says, Elohim Jesus is the mother. Elohim Jesus is the mother and father and son, the Trinity and others who have incarnated as avatars. It is true we are all one, but they are the fallen who choose to emanate away from the Creator. Okay. I like that. Fifth, if you can post in here which particular video that would kind of get us up to speed, you know, a nice big chunk of what you're trying to say so we don't have to go through all of it. But if you can just specifically give one, like a go-to, just a starting point for us to go and look at, I'd appreciate that. And I'm sure others who are interested in understanding would appreciate that too. Let's see. Natanya says JC was a man named Caesar Borgia. And that one, Natanya, is, I think that's the one I call the plastic Jesus. I do believe there was an entity that walked this earth that I call the anointed one, or what most people call the Christ. And the Romans knew about this Yeshua. So they had to make up their own savior to confuse people or to get them on their side, to incorporate them into the Catholic religion or something to do with that. So they had to, this whole Jesus Christ, I believe, is Caesar Borgia. That's the one with the long flowing hair and the blue eyes and the narrow face. Yeah, that's the one. That's the plastic Jesus. That's the one I'm talking about, y'all. I'm not talking about Yeshua, the anointed one. I'm talking about JC, Caesar Borgia, the plastic Jesus. Tracy Neal says Yeshua has transformed in many forms. I want to look more into that because it does make sense. Natalie says, Monica, got you on the scheduled broadcast. Leave me alone, Natalie. You know I'm trying, girl. Fifth says yes several times, yes. Fifth says, I'm sorry I'm having such a hard time with my autocorrect. Don't worry about that, Fifth. We know what you're talking about. Natalie says, well, the painting with the white Jesus is Caesar Borgia. That doesn't mean Yeshua is. No, it doesn't. Because again, I don't see Yeshua being hidden in Egypt with long blonde hair, white skin, and blue eyes in a sea of little brown children. Don't make sense to me. Migdalia Caban says, she's talking to you, Natalie. She says, have you ever heard of the law of tradition? Fifth says, yes, somehow the universe is God's mind and we are connected to the vortex of it when we ascend. And I believe that too. Fifth, there is something to this, the whole thing that we've been taught about religion. I think it's more about, I'm leaning more toward it is some doggone aliens, and there's life all around us. And I think there is something special about us. That's why I lost my thing here. Um, there is something special about us. Don't know what it is, but there is something special about us. So we'll find out, though. Uh, Man, you guys got a lot of comments today. Thank you. This is fun. I'm so glad that you're here today. And I'm sorry it's blurry and everything, but I so enjoy um, chatting with you guys, because I told you I can't talk about this stuff at home because they tell me I'm crazy. So it's so refreshing to be able to have um, some conversation. Come on, come on. Okay, I can't get back at the top. So let me just, I'll just go to Migdalia again. It says, it's a matter of language. Oh, this is to Natalie. That person, Jesus and Yeshua are the same. Jesus and Yeshua are the same. Just like James and Santiago. Santiago are the same name, different language. No, Migdalia. What I'm saying is I believe, this is my belief. I believe that the same way there's more than one God that says that he is the most high, and he's not. Some of these alien creatures, fallen ones, got mankind to worship them. And the same way there's more than one God vying for our worship by foolery, there's more than one entity in those scriptures. Now, the one that I call the Christ, not the Christ, the anointed one, the one that says, my kingdom is no part of this world. Don't look for me to come back, because they're going to say I'm coming back, but I'm not coming back. The one that says the spark of divinity is within you, the kingdom of God is within you. That's the one that I believe is Yeshua. The other one is the plastic Jesus. That's my own opinion. I see the difference. They're given different messages. If they were saying exactly the same thing, I'm like, okay, the same thing with the God. In the Old Testament, he says, don't lie, don't steal, don't hurt people, don't rape, don't do none of this stuff. But then he turns around and says, you go lie, go steal, go rape, go do all that stuff. I don't know, darling. Rita says, look up Johannes Grieber, please. The Watchtower took parts of that book, Occultist from Grieber, that is satanic. I think that's what you're saying. And actually, I think you're correct. I know that you're correct, Rita, because a lot of rank and file Jehovah's Witnesses do not realize that this book, the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures, I shared that with y'all last time. This book right here, the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures, was translated by that man that she just mentioned, Johannes Grieber, a known channeler and occultist. Absolutely. Fifth says, the Antichrist has made it so that people will reject the truth and condemn themselves. Yes. Natalie says, let's see, Joshua is not Jesus, so it's not the same. She says, the Migdalia, Yeshua translated in English is Joshua, not Jesus. I didn't know that. Thank you, Natalie. I didn't know that, darling. Damon celestial energy being. The meaning of alien is indigenous people, as we are called. So those so-called Black people are the indigenous beings, and the creator is Mother Cosmos. And next year, 2020, so-called Black people will war. Uh-oh. And see, I don't dismiss any of this, because I do believe there is something to do with the melanin in dark skin. I know we all have melanin. All races of people have melanin, but Black people have the most melanin. And when they trace back to the original woman, what was it? What they call her, Lucy? This kind of like monkey looking creature. And they said that Lucy was the mother of all creation. There's something to all of this. It is not, I still don't know what the truth is, guys, but I know that what we've been taught our whole lives is not the truth. Absolutely not. I love says, too bad I can't stay for this tonight. Got to wake up in a couple of hours. Much love. But thanks for joining us, I love. I'm going to be going to bed pretty soon myself too. Jasmine says, who is the Antichrist? And I don't know who the Antichrist is, Jasmine. I believe that I think it's going to be more than one. I believe it's going to be more than one. Tracy, Neil, we've already won. We've already won. And a lot of people say that we've already won. That would be great. Migdalia says, people just look for a fifth leg on the cat. People are just looking for the fifth leg on the cat. So the cat, you saying the cat is never going to have fifth leg, so you're just looking for nothing? I don't think so. You cannot look at the Bible and then look at the stuff etched in stone and history and accept everything that's in that Bible. At least I can't. Maybe it's because people see what they want to see. One with nature. Glad to see you at Jeff's channel. Question everything. Absolutely. And everything, when Jeff says stuff, I question everything. If it don't sound, I mean, a lot of what he says resonates with me, but if it doesn't resonate with me, and even if it does resonate with me, I gotta check it. I gotta check it. Because Jeff is not God. He's just like us, just like me, just like you. He's just better at researching. And that's why I frequent his channel, because he is so thorough. And but again, everything that he says, I'll go back and look. And I had someone else message me today. I'm going to go ahead and use your name, Philip. You sent me this long message today regarding that. And matter of fact, after I get off tonight, I'm going to sit there and read that particular chapter of the Bible that you asked me to, and I'm going to look at it again, prayerfully, critical thinking, with an open mind. And I appreciate so much, Philip, you continuing to reach out to me with information that you feel would be beneficial for me. Thank you, Philip. Latanya says, religion free of religious BS, finally. Absolutely. And absolutely, what is it? Judge Rutherford, one of the founders of the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, he said religion is a snare and a racket. I think that's the only thing he told the truth about. Okay, Fifth says, I gotta go. There's already too many lies here in this chat room that I can't try to compete with without upsetting someone. It's okay, Fifth, darling, you can say whatever you want to say. And that's why I love it when you're here. Put it out there. If you feel it's the truth, Fifth, put it out there. And if it falls on fertile ground or someone picks it up and looks at it and it's there, don't be afraid to say what you need to say, Fifth. We don't have time for games at all. Say what you need to say. No sugarcoating here. Natalie says there is not just one Antichrist. I believe that too. One with Nature says she's free of religion. Fifth says, no, there are many Antichrists, and Natalie concurs with that. I do as well. Jasmine says, like Trump. I don't know what you mean by that, baby. Looking for the meaning of those names, same. Dr. Julie James, DSNM. Hello, Dr. Julie. Thank you so much. I've been noticing your comments lately. Fifth World been catching up on your videos. Wonderful information. Thank you. One with Nature. I think Virgin Mary represents Mother Earth. We are all born of the Virgin Mother Earth. I think there's something to that too. Yeah, I want to know too. Natalie says, Dr. Julie, what is DSNM? What does it stand for? 30, there's 33 in the chat. Okay, hit the thumbs up, guys. I've never had 33 thumbs up. That would be so cool. Oh, it says 34 on here. That would be so awesome if you guys would give me a thumbs up. Make me smile. Okay. Nadalia says, where is the movie? I'm not sure what that's about. Natalie says, is the diagnostic statistical manual. I think that's the DSM-4. I forgot. It's been a long time since I've had to look at that book. Ani Alice, in the beginning, God created. Although I totally dig the idea of free thought, assuming that a creator. What if it's true? Council of the gods, the Elohim, male and female? Is it dangerous because it would completely destroy what we've all been taught? Dr. Julie says, Doctor of Spiritual Natural Medicine. Yes! I love it. I love it. Yeah, we got to talk. We have got to talk. Ani Ellis says, God is real. Angels are real. Heaven is real. And so are Satan, his imps, and hell. Now, you had me all the way through until you got to hell. My own personal belief right at this moment about hell is I think this is hell. I think where we are right now is hell. And I think what's about to happen is there's a great awakening happen, and we are going, hopefully all of us, that's my personal hope, all of us will ascend, but I think we're going to ascend to the next plane. I don't really believe this is our home somehow. Medicine. Yeah, I know you mentioned that, lady. What's the difference between angels? Seems like angel source, maybe created by source. But see again, if God Almighty or source is the creator of everything, that means he created the angels and he created everything. And if he didn't create everything, who did? Hi, Luana. Migdalia, you're an artist? Are you an artist or are you just making a joke? Dr. Julie says, fifth, enjoy others. It's not important to convince people, just rest and enjoy the chat. Absolutely. Plant the seeds, darling. That's all you can do is plant the seeds. And if you feel it's the truth, share your truth. Share it. Angela says, oh, Migdalia, you're a painter. Awesome. I can't even paint a wall. Angela says you have some jokers in here, Miss Monica. Oh, always. It's okay. I still love them. I still love them. Fifth says angels and aliens are essentially the same, but there are fallen serpents here on earth working through people, telling lies right on social media. Believe it or not. I believe you. I believe you. Jasmine says that name came to me in a dream, so I'm glad to know Satan is sneaky. Yeah. Nature says you are God. Yeah. And I kind of believe that, one with nature. And again, I'm not saying I am Almighty God. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I feel that we are all facets of source having a human experience. Betrayed 1914. Oh, I got to go all the way back down here again. Woo. Okay, it jumped on me again. Okay, I'll go Betrayed 1914. Westcott and Hart, who wrote the Bible for Watchtower, were also into spirit channeling. I don't think Betrayed, I don't think it was Westcott and Hart. It was Johannes Grieber. Yeah, and what's her name? Barbara Anderson. She's an ex Jehovah's Witness. She was actually in the publishing department. She was at headquarters, and she has a video regarding Johannes Grieber and him translating the New World Translation, the green Bible. So if I'm not mistaken, I'll look at it again, Betrayed 1914, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Johannes Grieber. Julie James says, great mother, father, creators do not have this issue between them, but the first creation of their spiritual children, and is forced upon the earth children. Okay. I got to read this again. Great mother, father, creators do not have this issue between them, but the first creation of their spiritual children, and is forced upon the earth children. So the spiritual children, Dr. Julie, are you saying perhaps that's the Elohim, or the not angels, but spiritual children of source? And then the spiritual children of source says, let us create man in our image. Is that what I'm following you to say? Jasmine says, they say from the video I saw with Jehovah's name came about in 1600. I think it was 1705 that Raimundo Martini, I think his name is, he was a Catholic monk. He's the one that made up the name. He took the YHWH and moved the consonants and the vowels or whatever, and came up with the pronunciation of Jehovah. And it was adopted by the Catholic Church. That's how that name was pronounced. And it came from a Catholic monk. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 1705. Matter of fact, I shared that on Jeff. Okay, Migdalia says Greek with J, Hebrew with Y again. Rita McDonald, we cannot worry about rocking the boat. Okay, are you saying that we should just, Rita, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying here. So are you saying about knocking the boat, don't question? So what if you're in a boat and the boat is heading off a cliff or over a waterfall, or there's a hole in the boat, or it's coming unglued? You're gonna stay in the boat even if you know something's wrong with the boat? I'm not staying in a boat that's going off a waterfall. Not if I know it or if I can help it. Not me. 20S says, I believe the gods are black. I don't know how to spell melanin. Sorry. You spelled it good enough. And I know a lot of you guys in here have heard me talk about the spaceship that this vision that I keep getting, that that I think, not I think, I just keep getting this vision that these alien creatures are going to arrive here in this big spaceship, and the creatures that come out of this spaceship I see are tall, very, very tall, slender, absolutely breathtakingly beautiful black people with diamond skin, just iridescent, just sparkly skin, like the universe is all over them. They look like gods. Okay. And it's jumped on me again. Oh, I think I maybe at the bottom. Hang on, guys. Dr. Julie says, because of Jeff, I now listen to Monica and Fifth. Be well, ladies. Thank you, Dr. Julie. Luna says, I have a granddaughter that's an artist and a cousin. Okay. Okay, awesome. Carol's Makeover says, here's the thing. We think of the heavens as a fixed thing, but stars are born all the time. The sky changes too. So God is not this creator in the way we were taught to believe. And I believe that too, Fifth. There's so much that we don't know, y'all. Belief is not fact, absolutely. Yep, I don't want to believe nothing. I want to know. I want to know for sure. Let's see. Jasmine says, no, Fifth says, Jasmine, really great insights like purgatory, but luckily heaven now exists on earth. I think we're cut off from it. Okay. So maybe that's you know, when I hear people talking about stepping into the next dimension or something like that, maybe, and I've heard this too, that we are living in dual universes simultaneously. And it's just a simple thing of connecting or going to the next level, if that makes sense. Let's see. Dr. Julie says the issue here is male versus female. Yeah, and again, when the Abrahamic religions surfaced, there was goddess worship before. And this Abrahamic religion God says, destroy all of the temples, destroy all of the statues, destroy it all, get rid of it, get rid of it all. Why? Why? There's something to that. Migdalia Caban says, Monica, where did you get that Johannes, whatever, wrote the first New World Translation of the JWs? Research, look it up, look up Johannes Grieber, or just type in Google who translated the New World Translation of the scriptures, and it should pull up who did it. Or if not, if you can't find it that way, look for Barbara Anderson on YouTube, and I know that she has videos regarding that. And if I can find it, I'll go ahead and put it on the description below, because I'm sure I looked that up several times because I couldn't believe it. Fergala, let's see, Feral Gal 46 says, I looked up Jehovah's name in Greek scriptures in JW literature. It was Lord Kairos, not Lord that meant Jehovah. It was Lord, which always refers to Jesus. They lied. That won't be the first time. Fifth says they don't want people to know that the creator is probably a woman. It jumped on me. Dog it. I hate it when it does this. Okay, it jumped on me again. Damn it. How long have I been on here? Oh, I've already been here an hour. I'm going to get off in just a minute, guys, because I don't want to stay on too much longer than an hour. Here's Dr. Julie again. I get it, Fifth, because when man overthrew the goddess 13,000 plus years ago, it's been a war between the genders. Absolutely. And I agree with that. I think that's why women are so vilified. You're the cause of man's downfall. Shut your mouth, woman. Know your place. All you're good for is to clean the house, have babies, and go make me a sandwich. Yeah, something's up with that. Fifth says Saturn and Venus created a race of human beings that were Adam and Eve. That's where Adam and Eve came along. Yeah, I got to get you on, Fifth, and yeah, because I know that there's something there in the very beginning. I can't get past the beginning with all that other stuff in the Bible, because the beginning sounds really wonky to me. Something's up right there that I cannot go forward. I keep going back. Something happened there, and I want to know what happened. Betrayed 1914 says, we are the aliens. We live on a planet in the middle of space. The cosmic creators have banded the human race. We can only save ourselves. We are our own saviors. No one is coming to save us. And Betrayed, I believe that. I don't think anybody's coming to save us. I don't. I think that we are sovereign, free spirit beings. I believe that. I believe that everything that we've been told about who and what we are is a big old lie. And I think once we remember who and what we are and the powers that we have, we can do anything. And remember, the Anointed One said that. He says, do you not know that you are gods? He says, you think I'm doing a whole bunch of good stuff, fabulous things, making wine out of water, and taking bread and fish and feeding multitudes of people, bringing people back to life. He says, what I do, you're going to do a whole lot more. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Again, and see, my laptop just froze on me. So maybe that's telling me it's time to take my butt to bed. Anyway, thanks guys so much for chatting with me today. Sorry I couldn't get through all of the message and whatever, but we will. And what I do is I go back and read all the messages, guys, and if I see topics that I think would be good for us to discuss, I'll put them on the list and we'll bring it up again. Anyway, as always, guys, be the light. I know I say that all the time because really I mean that. I really mean that, because that anointed one, and I do believe that there was an entity that walked this earth. I don't believe, I'm not going to use the word, I still can't use the word Jesus. I can't do it because I know where it comes from. But that anointed one, I do believe he walked this earth. And what I believe this anointed one is an ascended master. And anyway, he said, love each other. The first commandment, love each other. So be the light. Every opportunity you can, be that light. And always keep your vibrations high. Till next time, my babies. I'll see you guys later.